So this time we will learn about decorators in Python. And this video will also be the last video of this beginners Python tutorial series. So let's see the syntax for decorators. So to use a decorator, we have to use the @ symbol and after that the name of the decorator. And next to it, we can just define a function. So def, after that the name of the function, then the rounded brackets for taking any inputs in the function, and after that the colon. And inside the scope of this function, we can write a logic as it is. So what decorator does is injects extra functionality in a function. So whenever we are using a decorator, we will be adding some extra functionality without modifying the function. So let's define a decorator. So to define a decorator, we can use the def keyword like a function and after that the name of the decorator. So I'll call it my decorator. And after that inside bracket, every decorator will take a function as an input. So over here what we did, @ decorator, after that this function we created. So this function will be the input for this decorator, and once in the scope of this decorator we can define a wrapper for that function. So this wrapper function will contain the extra functionality that we want to add to my function. So over here I'll create a print statement as my extra functionality. After that the func that has been passed to this my decorator, I can call that, and after calling this function I can also add another print statement after it. So this is the extra functionality that I have added to any function who is using my decorator as a decorator. So after that we have to return the wrapper. So make sure that you don't call the wrapper using the round brackets over here. You just need to return the wrapper. So let's use this decorator. So I'll do @ then my decorator, and after that I'll define a simple function. So define say hello, and inside it I'll add a print statement. So if I call say hello, let's see what is the output. So as you can see, something is happening before the function is called. Then this hello has been printed, and after that something is happening after the function is called, line has been printed. So this function has been wrapped around with this wrapper. So essentially when I'm calling say hello, after this decorator we are actually calling this wrapper and executing it. So this function has been passed to my decorator, and inside that this wrapper object has been created with the extra functionality and the function call, and the wrapper has been returned, which is then executed. So let's see a very common use case of a decorator. So I'll use the time module that is built in Python, and I'm creating a decorator called timeIt, and I'll pass a function to it. After that let's create the wrapper. So over here I'm storing the start time, so the time before the function execution. I'll call it t_start, and after storing this time I'll call the function, and after the function has been executed I'll print how much time the function took. So it will be time.time minus whatever our start time was. So current time minus start time. So my wrapper has been returned. So let's use this timeIt on a function. So over here I have used the decorator timeIt. After that I'll define this multiplication function. What it will do, it will have a for loop which has this very big range, and inside it I'll just do I into I, so I square. Now if I call the mul function, as you can see that this extra functionality has been added, and we can see the execution time for mul function. Now let's say your function needs some input. So what I can do, let's say n equals to this big number. Over here I'll say val is as my input, and I'll make a range up to whatever the value of this val variable is. Now if I just pass in n as a val and try to run it, we can see that the wrapper takes 0 positional argument but 1 was given, because when we are calling this mul, after using this decorator we are not calling this mul directly, we're calling this wrapper. So we need to modify this wrapper also. So this wrapper can take in any value. So I'll call this temp, and whatever this value this wrapper is taking, I'll just pass into whatever the function that is inside. Now if I run it, I can see that the execution time has been printed successfully. So if I increase one more 0 and execute it, and it will take some time, and as you can see that it took 2.9 seconds. So we can properly observe the execution time. So this is how we pass parameter in a decorator. Also, if you want anything to be returned from mul, you also have to return that from the wrapper itself. So let's say I want to return whatever the last value of I was. So I'll return I. And over here, if we want to access the I outside of this wrapper, we can do I equals to. So this will return this value of I, and after that from the wrapper itself I have to return I. Now over here I can do last val, which is my variable name for whatever the return that my mul function will give, and I can print this last val. And if I execute this, you can see that the last value that I was has been printed. So this is just the beginning of our Python journey. Next I will be creating an advanced Python tutorial series. Make sure to follow that. Thank you for watching this video. Thumbs if you liked it. Do share it with your friends and family. And make sure to subscribe for more content and let me know in the comment section below.